First off, I want to thank the brave men and women who work behind the wall. I want to thank them on a national level because their job goes unrecognized.
How do they try to turn a guard?
Well, correctional officer. Sorry, I apologize. But correctional officer. How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi. Welcome to another episode of Tier Talk. You know, recently I got an email, and it's about a new boot. And they get all excited to enter in this great profession of corrections, only to feel not supported. You know, one of the big things that we do in this community, Tier Talk, Keepers of Chaos, the other social media groups that are out there, is that we try to bring support to people that are new, to people that are coming into this profession not knowing what to do. We try to be a resource for them. And it's tough. It's tough when you find out that you have this new boot who is part of this community that we developed, whether it's on Tier Talk or Keepers of Chaos, maybe even the Correctional Officer Brotherhood on Facebook. And they get this support from this community on social media, but then when they go into the profession, they don't feel it. They feel isolated. And this is when they're most vulnerable. The sad thing is that it makes us, the ones that have devoted our time to helping this individual, you know, so those that are part of the Tier Talk community, those that are part of the Keepers of Chaos community, Correctional Officer Brother, whatever community it is that they're also joined to on social media, it makes us seem like we're liars. That this great community, this brotherhood, this sisterhood just doesn't exist. And I think that, to me, isolating a rookie when they're coming in, when they're entering this profession, still practicing that sink or swim. You know, here's the keys, go run the unit. It's counterproductive. You know, you have people coming in this profession with tremendous potential, especially those that have been leaning on these communities as a resource. Because think about the knowledge that they're getting from so many different people that are walk the walk. I mean, think about the time that's involved in that. And then when you get somebody that comes into this profession and they don't feel supported, and again, this is when they're most vulnerable, we could lose out on that, on the potential of where this person was headed. And that's crazy amount of investment that's gone. All because this person did not feel the support going in. You know, guys, this is their moment entering the profession. That first day. Now, I get that people have to earn our trust. I get that. But they should be able to trust us and feel that support the moment they enter this profession. 100%. Because we're going to cultivate them. And then eventually, once we start seeing those new boots carry out what we're trying to teach them, then we start to build that trust. But if they don't trust us, or we just isolate them, or it's sink or swim, then we don't create that bond for them to trust us, for them to be open to the advice that we're going to give, if we're given any. So it irks me a little bit to know that we have these communities out there that are investing time in these individuals, and then when they get into these facilities, they're just not welcomed. Or again, old school method of, you're going to learn the hard way. Come on, guys, we're done with that. We're done with that. You're going to learn the hard way, so on your very first day, here's the keys, go feel like you're by yourself. It's not the right way to do it. If anything, all that does is help the inmates. The inmates want to see staff that have nowhere to go. They want to see staff that don't have resources. I mean, again, if sink or swim, let's just isolate the employee for the inmates, so the inmates can play their game. No. When that staff member comes in, we welcome that staff member. So if that staff member has weaknesses, we complement by adding strengths. This way, if an inmate feels like, you know what, I'm going to try to come after this person today, all of a sudden the inmate starts to see, well, no, maybe not. The environment will not allow it. This person knows how to use their resources, and those resources have that person's back. So not today. Possibly not ever. But the key, guys, is we have to connect to these rookies right from the get-go. The new boots that are coming in that are leaving this profession, they're not leaving it because they hate the profession, because they kind of get an understanding what this profession is about going in. Because they're entering our communities and we're teaching them, we're educating them, we're cultivating them. When they leave because of the people next to them, the people that they're supposed to trust. So again, it sucks, man, to have this person who was so psyched to get into this profession leave because they don't feel the support on day one. On day one. First impressions matter. And this is when they are most vulnerable. They come in not knowing what to do. They got this great advice from this community that we've been able to build, but they don't know how to apply it. So the gift from this community back to these facilities, hey guys, we're giving you guys people that are ready, that have knowledge. Cultivate them, teach them how to apply that knowledge. But instead, they could have all the knowledge in the world, but if they don't know how to apply it, that means if they're not being accepted by their peers coming in, they won't know what to do. And there's still strength. We could also learn from each other as well. I mean, these people that are coming in that are learning from the community, if they're open to learn from you, then maybe in return, you could learn from them a bit. It's a relationship that has tremendous value both ways. But again, it just breaks my heart to get an email that, this person's psyched to get in this profession, really wants to be in corrections. So you have someone in there for the right reasons. And we as a community, we cultivate those right reasons. This is person coming in with that internal motivation. And then there's a lot of people that invest that time to motivate that person to continue their growth. And then day one after the academy, they enter the facility and there's no support. Sink or swim. Let's isolate them. They're fucking rookies. I figured this would be something that we would let go of at this point. I figured after doing these videos for so many years, when a rookie comes in, we show them we got their back. Again, I get the trust has to be earned. I get that 100%. But that rookie needs to know that I can trust you. That if I have a concern, I can go to you. I shouldn't have to question making that phone call or, walking over to that, next area and say, hey, listen, I need your help with something. Instead, all we're doing is we're making this staff weary of making that phone call for help. Of maybe asking you a question if you're next to them. And if you're a supervisor, you're responsible for making that environment. Which means, what are you doing to make sure that our rookies have that support? That they can get their questions answered, that they don't feel isolated, that they have a positive impression of working in corrections starting from day one. If we allow this negativity to hit our new boots right from the get-go, they'll never create a positive perspective because it's built on a negative foundation. But if we can create that positive perspective right from day one, that becomes the foundation. So even if they have bumps along the way, we still have a positive foundation. That will help us get through those bumps. But we have to do more. So again, guys, welcome the rookies. Don't give them a reason to hate the profession from day one. Let them know that you have their back, because if you don't let them know that from day one, the inmates will. See, the officers are not talking to you, G, but we got you. Be that force that helps bring this connection together. Rookies and senior staff. Let them know, you have a problem, I got you. Call me. Make yourself available, because Seen rookies afraid to make that phone call because they feel that they're a bother. They're supposed to be a bother. It's their first day. If you're not getting phone calls from that rookie running that unit, or if there's a supervisor, you're not being called up there multiple times during that day, or if you're not doing your due diligence and checking on those rookies, that's you. Make sure that they know it's okay to call them. Make them know that you want them to call them. Let the inmates see it too. You want to play this rookie because it's his first day? Well, guess what? You're also going to have to try to get at all of us. All of us. Because this rookie doesn't stand alone. And trust me, for those that are practicing that sink or swim, inmates are watching that too. They're watching the pass off of those keys. And they're making, oh, well, it looks like this rookie's alone. We can get them. And then when that rookie has a question, they can tell right off that bat where that rookie's going to go for an answer. Does that rookie feel comfortable going to his peers, or are they trying to kind of wing it? And if they are trying to wing it, why? Well, it's because of what happened when the rookie came in. Senior staff didn't want nothing to do with them. And the supervisor, they haven't came by once to check on them. Guys, first day, reinforce the community. When you have our rookie staff coming in, reinforce that connection. Let that rookie member staff, let them trust you from day one. So that's our mission. The community we've established, we need to bring that into the facilities. That love, that support. So right from day one, when you have that rookie coming in, show them they're wanted. And more importantly, show them that you're a resource for them, so at no point do they ever feel alone. We're losing out on potential, and it's not because of the profession. Because we're teaching them everything we can about this profession. This community has been great in letting them know what you're going into, what you're getting yourself into. But the last thing that they expect to be an obstacle are those that are supposed to be a resource. And that's something that's hard for us to want to teach that, because that's against everything that we're about. The community should never be an obstacle. The community should be a resource. So again, how are you helping out the new people that are coming in? Are you part of a community that's looking to help them grow and be a resource for them? Or are you just another obstacle? And then when you become an obstacle, you can't get mad when they say, yo, this just isn't worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, all the shit that we have to go through in corrections, and I'm willing to step up as long as I feel connected to a community. But I'm not feeling that connection. So why bother? Some of these people that enter this profession, they're entering it because of the community that they're going to be a part of. They're entering it because they could belong to a family. Because that's what motivates us, guys. Everything we do behind that wall is because we do it for family. You wear that uniform, your family. That's a great motivator. But if that person comes in and doesn't feel like their family, what's keeping them in this profession? Nothing else. There's nothing else there keeping them in this profession. It's the support that keeps them in. It motivates them day by day. And if they don't get that support on day one, goodbye to all that potential. Future of positive change, everything. Because this person was motivated coming in. And then we want to blame them, but you can't. And then we'll say, well, it's just the profession. We're losing a lot of people. Maybe. But most of the time, people that leave professions, they don't leave because of the profession itself. They leave because of the people next to them or the people above. So everybody has a part to play in that rookie's success, in that rookie's belief in what they do, and in that rookie's belief in each other. You know, how we see each other, how we relate to each other. Instead of pushing someone away and saying, here's the keys, go run the unit, should be, hey, you need any help? I got you. You know, you're worth my time. How can I add value to your life right now? What it is that I can help you do to make you become more effective. And more importantly, let the inmates know that if you have a question, you're going to come to us. Let them see that through your actions. And you will never be put in a position where you ever feel isolated. I need you to trust me so you can do your job. And I need the inmates to see that. That should be what senior officers say to our new boots. As always, guys, the show is tier. If you haven't, please subscribe, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. Bell's going to notify you every time I post a video. Stay safe.